The Arctic BioniX F120 is a general-purpose airflow fan available at a reasonable price of $14.99 US or euros on the Arctic website. This fan is also available in 4 different colors: white, green, red, and of course yellow, and also 2 different sizes, 120 and 140 mm. This review will focus on the F120 model, as these are the ones to be used by most people due to the 120 mm size being the most common in both radiators, heatsinks, and of course cases. The BioniX F120 fan uses a fluid dynamic bearing system. These types of bearings have been used before with proven reliability and performance. The bearing noise is a hit or miss between manufacturers, as these really depend on how the overall build quality is for the whole product, in this case the fan and the bearing assembly. The fan uses 9 blades with a design that is optimized for airflow and low noise operation. The space between the blades is indicative of the purpose of the fan, as narrow blades are generating more airflow while wider blades generate more static pressure. The center of the blade hub features a solid Arctic emblem which is chromed and is applied at the center. This label is centered and will not wobble when the fan is spinning, which is a true statement of the quality and attention to detail put into these fans. The packaging is meant to save the planet and offers little protection for the fan inside, but I will not complain about it, as I've seen these types of packagings on fans that are twice the price of the BioniX F120. This is just a heads up if you're planning to drop the fans while inside the box, so don't do it. The accessory included with these fans are a QR code which will direct you to the online user manual on the Arctic website and 4 metallic screws. While it might look odd to have such a scarce accessory bundle, this shows that most of what you are going to pay for these fans is going into the actual fan and not pretty packaging and accessories, so it's actually a good thing. To eliminate any vibrations generated by the bearing and the blade assembly, the frame is equipped with hard rubber pads on both sides of all 4 corners. These pads are integrated in the design of the fan and are not really removable. Fortunately, while these pads are not removable, they also don't have an unusual shape that might prevent the fan from fitting on a radiator or heatsink or a case fan slot. As a side note regarding these pads, I am still not sure what materials these are made out of, as they are quite stiff but don't really feel like plastic either. Nevertheless, the build quality is very good, and if anything, they add a bit of depth to the design of the fan. For the power delivery, the BioniX F120 and F140 fans use a 4-pin Molex connector, which means that the fans are fully PWM capable. A unique feature found on this cable is the integrated Y splitter for powering an additional fan. The purpose of such an integrated splitter is the usage of a single PWM signal from the motherboard by 2 fans. In short terms, 1 cable used by 2 fans. In the looks department, the cable is sleeved with rubber sleeving right up until the end of the connector. However, the wires on the back of the frame are not sleeved or black at all. The weight of the F120 fan is approximately 128 grams, making it a lightweight fan when compared to others. This is of course achieved by the usage of plastic in most of the elements that compose the fan, apart from the bearing. Now we can talk about the performance of the fan, and first of all, keep in mind that the BioniX F120 and 140 fans are made for airflow and not static pressure. These fans are best used as case fans and not placed on heatsinks or radiators. For that purpose, Arctic makes the P120 and P140 models. However, at the present time, the best way for me to measure the overall performance of a fan is to use them either on a radiator or a heatsink. The overall performance of the BioniX F120 fan is good when considering that this is an airflow optimized fan and not a static pressure one, as I've mentioned just 30 seconds ago. Nevertheless, it performs good and has a good price to performance ratio when you look at the rest of the fans compared and tested in the graph. The sound is measured in decibels and the value is compared with other fans. This results in a chart that tells you which fan is the most silent. However, what I will do on top of that is provide you with an actual sound sample of the noise that is being generated by the fan, because I have seen, or rather heard, pun intended, fans that have a low decibel value but have an annoying bearing noise which negates all the silence the fan ever had. This sound sample is unedited and unfiltered, and the microphone is 10 cm away from the fan. In addition, the fan is spinning at the maximum speed it is rated for, so this is the worst case scenario possible. The actual decibel value of the BioniX F120 is 39 decibels measured at 10 centimeters away from the system. As usual, the fan is running at full speed, which in this case is 1800 RPM. Now, of course, 39 and 40 decibels is not whisper silent and you will hear the fan at that value. However, to get a whisper quiet fan that also runs at close to 2000 RPM is going to be expensive, and in the case of this review, 39 decibels is a good sound performance when considering the price and build quality. With a price of $14.99 US or euros, the Arctic BioniX F120 is certainly an affordable fan that offers a good overall performance. And the F models are ideal as case fans to move the air in and out of your case as fast and as efficiently as possible. The build quality is very good, with no rough edges on the frame or blades that are not really centered. The integrated wide splitter is a welcomed addition, as it means you are using just one cable for powering multiple fans, and if you are using multiple fans like these, then you can power one fan from the one next to it and basically have a single cable powering one or more fans in your system. Just don't overdo it, especially with headers on your motherboard. The BioniX F120 is for the most part a silent fan, however, if you decide to use it at its maximum speed, then you will hear it. Thankfully, it doesn't really have any annoying low-frequency bearing noises, so that's another good thing about these fans. One impressive feature of these new BioniX models is the warranty that is offered by the manufacturer, no less than 10 years of full warranty, and this is a low-key statement from Arctic regarding the reliability of these fans. The design is also elegant with subtle elements that are also available in 4 different colors depending on which version of the fan you decide to buy, and thankfully all of these versions of the fan are at the same price. If you like this video and the review, then perhaps you can consider subscribing and let me know what you think about these fans in the comment section below. As always, thanks for watching.